It's hard to really kind of imagine what life is going to be without this, because it's kind of taken over my life.
An iconic film can either lead to the success or downfall of its cast. But for the stars of Harry Potter, a dangerous spell was cast. With the kind of fame that the Harry Potter movies achieved, people are wondering how it changed the lives of its stars. Well, just like a typical Hollywood scenario, the cast were surrounded by large crowds, cameras, red carpets, and awards. However, in an interview with Rupert Grint, one of Harry Potter's cast, he described this fame as something scary. So, what does Grint really mean by this scary fame? Is there something sinister going on within the cast? Could it be as terrifying as He Who Must Not Be Named? Did they encounter any magical or eerie moments in their personal lives, just like in the films? Go ahead, grab your broomsticks and hold on tight, because we are about to soar through time and uncover what happened to the stars of Harry Potter 23 years later.
Expecto Patronum!
It has been 23 years since the first Harry Potter movie premiered, and it is astonishing how the franchise has remained incredibly popular over the years. The iconic trio, Daniel Radcliffe, Emma Watson, and Rupert Grint, who brought Harry Potter, Hermione Granger, and Ron Weasley to life, have captivated millions of hearts since 2001. In a blink of an eye, these once ordinary children transformed into legendary wizards. However, in exchange of this worldwide fame, addiction, deaths, and other unfortunate events were tragically experienced by the cast. Daniel Radcliffe, Harry Potter.
I drank in search of happiness and in search of a lifestyle that I thought would bring me to happiness.
As the face of the franchise, Daniel Radcliffe was just 11 years old when he was cast as the famous Harry Potter. Over the course of 8 films, 2001 to 2011, he embodied the iconic role, growing up alongside his character. However, since he started young, he was not able to live the life of a normal child. He basically grew up working as Harry Potter, and that became his identity, which then brought him intense pressure. In an interview, Radcliffe shared that after every movie of the Harry Potter franchise, he always feels extremely pressured on how he could do better in the next film. During this time, he felt lost and found comfort in drinking. He considered drinking as the quickest way to forget who he is and live like an ordinary person. There are actually rumors that he would come to set drunk or not sober enough to film. This is actually a big contrast between him and his character, and this is something Harry would never do, ever. But it is what he hated because he felt like he doesn't have the right to feel emotions, to show his true self, because he is trapped as someone popular, as Harry, so he drinks to forget. Emma Watson, Hermione Granger.
I needed to feel like Emma and not Hermione.
In the movie, Watson perfectly portrayed Hermione Granger with intelligence, strength, and unwavering loyalty. Similar to Radcliffe, she also spent her childhood and teenage years filming Harry Potter movies. And because she and her character are too similar, she became too attached to it. Her connection to her character was so extreme that she nearly quit acting because of it. After the last movie for Harry Potter, she shared that she is having a hard time figuring out what to do with her life because she lived as Hermione for 10 years. Thus, after filming Little Women in 2018, she took a long break from acting. In an interview with the Financial Times in 2022, she revealed that she feels like she is in a cage. Does this mean she has not fully detached herself from her 10-year character? She also added that she is not happy. And sometimes, when she is walking on red carpets with stunning gowns and makeup, she questions her identity. Interestingly, same with Radcliffe, pressure is too much for her to handle. As of now, Emma is still missing in action, but assured fans that she will be back. Rupert Grint, Ron Weasley.
After we finished, I felt a bit lost, really, because it was such a huge part of my life.
Rupert Grint captured hearts as Ron Weasley, the loyal, lovable, funny, and sometimes clumsy best friend to Harry and Hermione. His humor and charm made him a fan favorite of the Potter world, but this carefree child changed after the last franchise. Alongside Radcliffe and Watson, Rupert grew up filming the Harry Potter movies. For a decade, he fully immersed himself in his character, to the point where he lost touch with reality. In a heartfelt interview, he revealed that despite earning substantial paychecks and being known worldwide, he struggled to find meaning in his life after the franchise came to an end. Is this the scary fame that he was talking about? Grint, Radcliffe, and Watson might be the golden trio and the chosen ones in Hogwarts. But in reality, they are the lost ones. This is such a heartbreaking turn of events for them, who once had so much passion in their lives. Well, the spell from Hogwarts might be real, because it is not only the golden trio who experience these personal battles, but also the other cast. Tom Felton, Draco Malfoy. Felton played the annoying, spoiled, and arrogant Draco Malfoy, a rival to Harry Potter. He was in constant battle with Harry due to their opposing upbringings and the tight feud between their Hogwarts houses. He portrayed his character so well that until now, fans could still remember his evil stunts toward the Golden Trio, but he was still a fan-favorite villain because of his looks and charm. Despite portraying one of the most cold-hearted characters in the series, Felton was profoundly impacted when the Harry Potter movies came to an end. He had a long battle with depression and even went to rehab for it. He also suffered alcoholism just like Radcliffe, as he considered the franchise his entire world that crumbled. For Felton, the conclusion of Harry Potter also felt like the end of his career. Despite his immense fame, he faced constant rejection in the film industry, making him feel as though he existed only as Draco Malfoy. Sadly, it seemed as if one of his own dark spells had backfired on him. Robbie Coltrane, Rubeus Hagrid. Coltrane's portrayal of Hagrid will forever hold a special place in the hearts of Harry Potter fans. He was the one who brought Harry to Hogwarts and stood by him throughout his journey, becoming the loving guardian and father figure Harry never had. However, real life is not as magical as Hogwarts. Immortality is impossible even for the giant Coltrane. In a tragic news shared by his family, Coltrane passed away last October 2022 at the age of 72. But before Coltrane's death, he was able to attend the reunion of Harry Potter, cast in the same year. However, his statements during the reunion haunted Potterheads, as they thought that it was a foreshadowing of his death. And yes, months later, he indeed died.
The legacy of the movies is that my children's generation will show them to their children. So you could be watching it in 50 years' time. Easy. I'll not be here, sadly, but don't you think on it for 1 minute. But Hagrid will.
This is the exact statement that Coltrane said. Do you think he predicted his own death? Richard Harris, the first Albus Dumbledore. Richard Harris portrayed Albus Dumbledore, the esteemed headmaster of Hogwarts, in Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone, and Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets. Known for his warmth both on and off screen, he was one of the kindest figures in the franchise. However, as the saying goes, the good often leave us too soon. Sadly, Harris passed away battling with Hodgkin's disease while the film series was still in progress. But here's something eerie about his passing. He died just months after predicting his own death. Sounds exactly the same with Coltrane, right? Brace yourself, because even more shocking revelations about the cast are coming. Ones that might just prove the presence of a spell among them. Alan Rickman, Severus Snape. Rickman's portrayal of Severus Snape in the series delivered one of the greatest plot twists of all time. Initially, he seemed as sinister as Voldemort, always aligned with the dark side. But in the end, he was revealed to be Harry's true savior and protector. However, beneath his brave and strong character, Rickman was fragile in real life. He fought a tragic battle with pancreatic cancer, but sadly passed away in January 2016 at the age of 69. But do you know what fans find painful about his death? It is the fact that he kept his painful battle and shocked them with his sudden passing. Helen McCrory, Narcissa Malfoy. McCrory's character as Narcissa Malfoy warmed the hearts of Potterheads, because even though she is part of the dark wizarding world, she betrayed them without a doubt, just to ensure the safety and well-being of his son, Draco. That's a great maternal love there. However, just like his son, Draco, her dark wizarding techniques might have backfired because she also fought a long battle with cancer, specifically breast cancer, for 4.5 years. Just like the other cast with cancer, McCrory died last April 2021 at the age of 52. So many cast members died too soon, and 3 were because of cancer. Shocking coincidences. Or is there a dark pattern lurking around? The answer is up to you. The journey from Hogwarts to real life has not been easy for many of these stars. Some faced unthinkable loss, while others battled personal demons in the harsh spotlight of fame. But through it all, they transformed, not just in their careers, but in their lives. As for another Harry Potter movie, that remains uncertain for now, especially given recent controversies involving the Golden Trio and the series author, J.K. Rowling.